So just a quick walk around video, tell you a bit about the bike for people who's been asking questions. Just like to point out, not a mechanic by any means. I'd never claimed to be. It's been a bit of an insult to mechanics actually. I just build bikes and do what I can with basic tools. This bike was built from bits really. As you can see, it's a 1978 Ironhead engine, 1977 frame with hardtail. That's a standard 16-inch Harley wheel and drum brake. The brake rod is one I made out of stainless steel. Battery box I had made, and rear fender, just a generic one that I bought offline and cut it about, messed about with it until it fitted. Seat is just originally was just a cheap one from eBay, which I stripped off and had recovered in leather. Absolutely perfect. Oil tank, again made for the bike. Originally the engine, apart from being a bag of rubbish that I had to do tons of work on, despite being told it was a runner, didn't have a kickstart, so I ordered some second-hand parts from a breaker in the States and fitted that myself. The sprocket cover there is just a standard one which I drilled myself and polished up just because it looks better, basically, no other reason. Not going to make the bike go any faster, that's for sure. Exhaust made by a chap called Wojtek Spira in Poland, absolutely brilliant work. The tank is just a generic tank which I spent a long time rubbing down with wet and dry until I got the finish I required. A couple of stickers bought off someone on Facebook, and then just clear coated as with all the other metal on the bike basically. Carburetor is an S&S Super E Shorty with a 4-inch S&S stack. It's 4-inch because where it looks the dogs, and my knee fits behind it nicely when I'm riding, so that's pretty comfortable. Handlebars, just straight bars that I cut down to size. Brake levers are just old British ones that I bought offline, very basic because I wanted it to look really vintage, and these are barely more than bicycle levers, which do add to the age. Built well throttle there, which is really nice. Just a generic headlight off of the internet. The stainless steel brace on the top there I made just to stop it wobbling about too much because it was ridiculous. The fork brace is again made for the bike, thick gauge steel, does actually act as a fork brace, not just there for looks. The front end is standard Harley forks basically, just lowered 45mm just to give a better stance for the bike because I don't like the sit up and beg look of the original. The front wheel, that drum brake is a Norton drum brake, 1960s era, which I found online, liked the look of it, thought it would suit the bike, and refurbished that and had it laced in a 21-inch brand new rim, which looks really nice and again adds to the vintage look in keeping. As you can see, we've got the dyno coils. There's a full dyno electronic ignition on this bike now, which works absolutely mint. It has vintage HT leads, acorn nuts, just to add to the look of the bike basically. They work perfectly well, and just the only thing, don't put your leg close to them when you're riding, you're going to get a bolt. Foot pegs, again they're aftermarket Harley ones, but I had to have them all machined down because they were great big fat horrible things, and they look ridiculous, so machined quite a lot of them to get them looking any good. Again, there's the other side of the oil tank and the battery box and the seat, which were made especially for the bike. As you can see, I've also got a key start there with a kill switch under the seat. The little leather bag there does serve a purpose, as well as again adding to the vintage look. Couple of spark plugs, spare acorn nuts, cable ties, etc. just for emergencies. Not that I've ever needed them, thankfully. Rear mudguard's only got one brace on it. Works perfectly well. Again, marine grade stainless steel. The little stoplight there is just something I found off of eBay, second hand. Didn't want to brace on the other side because it was very busy on this side and it would look ridiculously cluttered, and tried it with just the one and it works perfectly well, so I'm quite happy with that. That's about it really, I think. Can't see there's much more to say. Ride's lovely as a hardtail wood, tons of torque, quick as you like off the line. You know, you're not going to go beating any R1s on it or anything like that, but for fun and sheer torque, it's hard to beat really. Anyway, there you go.